We've got a nice and quiet night here again in central Illinois. Temperatures falling. Our last very cold night, actually, yes, we could say. 39 right now. Notice the winds, though, out of the south and southeast, 5 to 15 miles an hour. They'll continue to be light tonight. That's going to help those temperatures settle into the low 30s in many spots. It already feels like that, though. The wind's still not helping with how it feels. The south wind, though, is key for tomorrow's forecast because we've got a clear sky tonight. That continues with lots of sunshine, meaning things are set to warm up quite nicely here. We'll call the low tonight down into the low 30s across the region. By tomorrow, though, the 60s are back. Lots of 70s in the 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that and much more as WCIA 3 News at 10 starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
I think it's a good deal. I mean, it's real good. I mean, get some of the guns out of the community.
That's exactly what happened in Decatur today. But the event didn't last as long as they intended. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Tonight, more than 200 guns are off the streets and in the possession of police. They collected those during a gun buyback event this afternoon. This was part of a joint effort between police and other community leaders. WCIA 3's Bryce Beeman joins us live. Now, Bryce, this event ended much earlier than it was supposed to.
The event started at 2, but people were lined up well before that. There were so many people, police had to turn people away.
Ultimately sell their guns and put those guns back into the hands of the police. You know, a lot of young people break into homes and buy and purchase or steal guns from individuals, and so this eliminates that particular process.
Guns in hand, a long line wrapped around a church in Decatur, all for people to sell their guns to police.
Well, I've had these guns in the closets for several years, and I haven't used them, and they're offering a real good price, I thought just about sell them.
Decatur police hope this is a stepping stone to getting guns off the street. The police and other city leaders held a forum last month discussing ways to end gun violence. They say this is a step in the right direction.
All these people kind of have came together. I wasn't expecting this many people, you know, but it's a blessing. And I just hope that it doesn't end today. I hope that this day of peace continues throughout the year.
While police know most people involved in gun violence may not have been at the event, they say this helps get guns off the streets because a lot of guns involved in gun violence are stolen from homes.
Those guns could have easily ended up on the street using a homicide or a robbery, so I would say success.
Some people selling their guns back say while it's a good thought and they hope it works, they don't think this will stop gun violence.
I think the bad guys that's breaking the law are not going to bring their guns up here, but that's just my opinion.
But police and other organizers are hopeful, saying it's a stepping stone.
These people that are here today will reach out to some of those people that are involved in the gang and say, hey, today was a really cool day. It was a day of peace, and we took a lot of guns off the street.
The gun buyback was supposed to last 4 hours. Police had to send people away after they spent $40,000 buying back guns. They bought over 250 guns. In the newsroom, I'm Bryce Beeman, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Bryce, thank you. There have been at least 14 shootings in Decatur so far this year, with 8 in February alone. One of those was deadly. Last year, there were nearly 80 shootings. 12 were deadly. The Springfield Police Department is trying to stop gun violence in its city. They started a task force focused on not only finding the shooters, but also finding where their guns are coming from. The police chief says there is no one clear source for the weapons, but they have traced some weapons back to home and car burglaries.
Here's an update to a deadly stabbing in Rochester. A woman surrendered to authorities and is now facing murder charges. Sangamon County Sheriff's Office says Keely Williams lived and had a relationship with the victim, 38-year-old Joshua Filer. He was found stabbed early yesterday morning in their home. He died at the hospital. Williams is also facing charges for aggravated domestic battery. Danville police want your support to make the city safer. They say all it takes a few clicks on a keyboard. They're asking you to register your security camera. People have had the option to do this since 2019. A list of privately owned external surveillance cameras is gathered. Information is reserved for official use by the police department. Now, while the option has been around for a while, city leaders want more people to sign up.
It only means that they know that you have a camera and that if there were some kind of crime or criminal activity that happened, that they might be able to reach out to you and see if you possibly had any kind of footage that would help them solve that crime.
Mayor says the city would not have access to your computer, footage, nor home. If they needed to reach out to you, it would be done discreetly. People can sign up online.
Several crews responded to a grain elevator fire in Bradfordton this afternoon. This was on Highway 97 northwest of Springfield. Most of the structure collapsed. This fire was a tough one for crews out there today. The grain created hot pockets, keeping them from getting to the heart of the fire. Crews worked to contain the fire before it could get to a propane store, which is located across the street.
If this building went up, I don't know what I would have been. I'd have been sad because I was coming up as it was coming. I was coming up as it was smoking, and I was really hoping it wasn't my building that was on fire. So I'm grateful that it wasn't my building.
Ameren was called in to shut off power after a transporter blew. 2 employees escaped the building before fire crews got to the scene, and no injuries have been reported. 2 different fires in Decatur kept crews there busy overnight. One was near East Willard and South Jasper. The other was along East Wood. Here's a picture of the fire on East Willard. The call came in around 1:30 a.m., about a half hour after crews were called to a vacant house fire on East Wood. The state fire marshal is investigating both of them. One restaurant had to be evacuated tonight after one of its smokers had a fire in it. Crews were called out to Black Dog in downtown Champaign after sparks and flames came through a smoker's flue pipe. The fire department says while the fire was not in the restaurant itself, everyone was evacuated as a precaution. No one was hurt, and they were able to extinguish everything within 10 minutes. They say the restaurant is closed until the health district comes out and inspects.
Switching now to the latest on the coronavirus. Hospitalizations up again, closing in on 1,450. Positivity rate also continues to slowly climb, now at 4.1%. However, the number of new cases did decrease compared to yesterday. More than 3,200 infections were diagnosed. 24 more people have died. As for vaccinations, close to 125,000 were given yesterday. The 7-day average is nearly 109,000. Nearly 18% of the state is fully vaccinated. The COVID variant's on the rise in Champaign County. The B117 strain is more contagious and deadlier than the original strain we saw much of last year. This variant was discovered in the UK and has made its way to central Illinois. Now it makes up about half the COVID cases in Champaign County. Health District says prevention is the same, social distancing and mask wearing. The current vaccines are effective against this variant.
B117 seems to be pretty stable as far as the vaccine that we're all getting right now with sort of the original strain. The antibodies that are produced through the vaccination are attacking that virus pretty effectively in preventing disease.
Health District also says as more people get vaccinated, it'll be less likely the virus will mutate again.
4 teenagers were given the wrong vaccine in Sangamon County this week. They were given the Moderna vaccine, despite the Pfizer vaccine being the only one approved for use on teens under 18. They are being monitored by doctors, but the Public Health Department says there have been no complications so far, and the department has added several steps to its website to ensure that this does not happen again. The CDC has updated its suggestions about vaccinated people traveling, but they say people will still have to take precautions. The CDC now says fully vaccinated people can travel within the U.S. without getting tested for COVID or going into quarantine afterward. These are big steps if you think about where we were just a year ago. Previously, the agency had cautioned against unnecessary travel, even for vaccinated people. Health officials in Champaign County say this is a step forward.
This shows a lot more confidence in the vaccine by itself, which proves that the vaccine is more and more proving to be more and more effective.
He says if you are fully vaccinated and traveling, it is still important to wear your mask and continue to social distance.
High school football may have a shortened season, but they're throwing everything into it. We have the highlights.
Plus, if you're looking for a place to go this weekend, you're in luck. What's back open?
Jacob, it's warmer weather on the way.
Oh, man, I'm ready to get out of here and have the weekend. It'll be fantastic. We've had a nice weekend this warm, this quiet in some time. I think a lot of folks probably looking forward to it here. In fact, here's what we got for you on the forecast. We're warming up. Temperatures into the 60s and 70s are on the way. The 70s stick around, too, after the weekend, that is. Yes, Saturday will be a little breezy out there, but we've got a sunny sky in store Saturday and Sunday. Next week, we'll bring a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Now I'll tell you about that and more coming up after this.